Hi Jags, I'm Gianna bringing you At Home with TJTV. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021. Let's kick the show off with Tony's question of the day. Is water wet?
Many people have asked the question, is water wet? Science is defined as intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. Now, over the years, scientists have worked really hard to give meaning to things in this world. And this is one of the things that is controversial. The author of this article asked many people to give their opinions. Some people say that water is not wet, and others claim that it is. Well, after doing some digging around of her own, the author managed to conclude that water is not wet, but it makes other materials wet when it sticks to the surface of them. Now, obviously, this author may not be correct. You guys can do your own researching. I don't know, go on Wikipedia or something, but the conclusion here is water is not wet.
Thank you, Tony. Very interesting stuff. And now I will tell you about a man named Frederick Douglass. Hey Jaguars! Today I will be discussing a man by the name of Frederick Douglass and his attempt to end slavery. Now let's learn a little bit about him. All about Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass, who was born as Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, was born on February 14, 1818. He was an American social reformer, abolitionist, orator, writer, and statesman. After escaping slavery in Maryland, he became the national leader of the abolitionist movement in Massachusetts and New York. Frederick's experience. Douglass wrote several autobiographies, notably describing his experience as a slave. His first book, published in 1845, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, became a bestseller. He remained an active campaigner against slavery, and wrote his last autobiography, Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. The attempt to end slavery. Douglass was a firm believer of equality of all people, if they were white, black, female, Native American, or Chinese immigrants. He was also a believer of dialogue and making alliances across racial and ideological divides. When radical abolitionists, under the motto, "No union with slaveholders," Douglass responded, "I would unite with anybody to do right with nobody to do wrong." I hope you all learned something new about him. And last but not least, Giselle will be teaching us how to make our own DIY corkboard.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to update your corkboard. For this project, I'm using fabric batting, fabric, ribbon, staple gun, fabric scissors, thumbtacks, a corkboard, and a hot glue gun. First, we're going to be cutting the batting and the fabric, leaving about 2 inches longer than your board on each side. Now I'm done stapling the edges of the batting to the back of the board. This is what it looks like, and this is the front. Now just do the same thing with the fabric. This last part is optional, but I chose to add ribbon all around the edges.
That looks great. Thank you, Giselle. And that just wraps it up for today's show. Thank you for watching, and remember to stay safe, Jags. Bye.